What up, y'all? So this is Sea-Dog trying a Japanese host club, which I know nothing about.
This is the Avengers of host clubs. The entire host club's out for this one. I think I've joined a cult or something. I don't know what's happening. Sake nomimashou ka?
Is it like a bar?
Just over 4 years ago when I first moved to Japan, I was lucky enough to get access to film and try becoming a host in Japan. For those who are unfamiliar, host clubs are businesses that offer women the full boyfriend experience, from casual chatting to flirting, and sometimes even more. And although the idea of
it's the reverse.
With them in a club is a bit of an alien concept to us in the Western world, in Japan, women pay up to tens of thousands of dollars to support their host of choice. And looking back at my first visit, if I had to describe it in just one word, disaster would probably be it. Not only did I not know any Japanese, but I quite frankly knew nothing about Japanese culture, and especially host club etiquette. 4 years later, and I've been covering various aspects of Japanese culture, and my Japanese has gone from beyond terrible to just terrible. So naturally, when Reito, one of Japan's top hosts, contacted me, asking if I wanted to become a host once again myself and learn from him, I couldn't say no. But of course, sadly, the beard had to go.
Hey, you think
just a fair bit of warning.
you think you can be a host?
Like a 2-year-old. That's not a different Connor. It's still me. I forgot to do this before I got in the bath as well, so I've already started.
Once I was finished mourning for my loss, I got my nicest JoJo suit and got myself down to Kabukicho,
a JoJo
the
suit,
cityest area with a cornucopia of nightlife entertainment options. And without wasting any time, I was
chill.
to make my way to a salon to get what little I had left of my hair made to look nice. Hi there, I'm here to tell you about today's video sponsor, our favorite high-stat guy, who's a operating waiting.
Oh my god.
And as we walk into the salon, it's pretty obvious right away that everybody knows Reito.
You got noticed like while walking in the street.
He's like a superstar.
Yeah, he must be famous around here. All right, come on in.
And a lot of the staff were
like, oh my god, it's him.
Why I walked in there. And luckily, I got some insights into how a host thinks. As a guy who does not like his hair getting done, I wanted to know if he gets it done every single day.
It probably pays for itself, honestly.
I'm not alone in this adventure. I had to bring my wingman along, Kaho.
Usually they have bangs. That's very Japanese style.
Okay, I'll do bangs. Let's do it.
Obviously, I wanted to know more about Reito and why he became a host. As I know from my past experience, you don't start out making a lot of money from this.
始めたばっかりはもう本当月3万円とかです。
3万?
3万円。
3万?
始めたばっかり。18歳の時とか。
For reference, that is over 10 times lower the average salary in Japan.
Damn!
Actually, I wanted to know how long he lived on this salary for.
半年ぐらいですね。もうだからお店で寝たりとか。あと電車賃なかったり。
Is that common for hosts?
よくあると思います。
I also wanted to know if there was any advice he could
Only
give me to be a better host.
諦めない。Never give up.
Never give up.
One aspect of being a host that is often overlooked is how much alcohol you have to drink. As the more you drink, the more you can charge the customer. But that has to take a toll on your body, right?
きついっすね。あと僕でもあんまお酒飲まないです。
Really? Oh yeah, because the junior drinks. I forgot about that. The last time I did this, there was a system where the newer hosts would drink for the more older and higher earning hosts. Is that still the same?
そうっすね。そう。
I also wanted to know what type of questions I should ask the customers.
顔でいけると思います。
顔で。
顔がかっこいいんで。
Often as a customer of a host club, if you spend enough money on your host, you can get a date with them. So naturally, I asked him how much it would cost for me to get a date with him.
その自分の人生をかけないとできないです。
Your life.
Wow.
I was also curious to know how Reito's parents felt about him being a host.
最初あんまよく思ってなかったんじゃないですかね、やっぱり。ただやっぱ慣れてくるっす。あと僕結構一生懸命頑張ってるんで。
So you have to be like a real like supporter of this host to get their attention enough to be like, okay, we can go on a date for him specifically.
そこがでかいかなと思うんですね。真面目に頑張ってればどの仕事でも僕の家族が受け入れてくれる。
Okay, yeah.
And before I knew it, my hair was ready. And I have to say, definitely an improvement on last time.
That's so much hairspray.
俺めっちゃかけるんですよ。
Oh my.
めっちゃかけるん
I
です
could
よ。
pull out a stone. I could put out a sword out of that stone.
Dude, that's hell. He's still going.
Oh my god. I need a gas mask. Yama. Cool. Lung cancer is cool apparently now. Alright, hair's done, let's go to the club. Make an Instagram post.
Oh my
Help
god,
me and put my name in. I'm not helping, I'm just like standing there like...
He used half the bottle.
Wow.
On our way back to the host club, me and Reito-san were talking about the types of food that we like. And he mentioned something that I thought was kind of interesting.
ガーリック好き。
ガーリック。そう。
でも仕事で全然食べれないんですよ。
そうできないね。Do you have any advice for me to be a good host?
気持ちいいっすね。気持ちいい。
気持ちいい ?Okay. お酒、たくさんのお酒。気持ちいい。Smile?
そうそうそう。
How's my smile?
Oh no.
And although I didn't know what to do with my face,
no.
I did know what to do with my body. I was simply there to support the support who supported Reito. Within seconds of entering the club, I was introduced to Maker, one of Reito's top customers, which of course didn't make me nervous in the slightest. And while each customer's face is blurred for privacy, I can assure you that initially, every single one of them seemed quite apprehensive about this new random white boy who just turned up to interview them in the club. But naturally, Reito had no time to waste offering drinks to get the conversation moving.
美味しいですか日本のお酒って。
そう。
Like he don't even know how to react to what's going on right now.
イギリスだと何が有名なの？
ビールビールそうでビールはちょっと太る
She hella leaning it up on
But
him.
of course, I wanted to be a good support too, so I tried to get the conversation flowing.
There you go.
お酒は好きですか
僕シャンパンです。
シャンパンもちろんお金の持ちテストね飲み物は好きなんですか
And within
Sweet
0.3
alcohols.
seconds, I'd already made a critical mistake, asking questions that maybe were a bit too personal.
仕事は何をしますか大丈夫
ホストクラブってなんか仕事を
はい
聞くのは一応ダメなんですけど。
あ本当に
And I apologized 1 million times, and Reito assured me it was fine.
ノープロブレム、ノープロブレム。全然大丈夫。
Just don't do it next
Also
time.
did give some interesting insight into the types of customers that come to host clubs.
ね、基本的にホストクラブに来る子っていう女の子は夜職が多いです。夜の仕事してる人が多い。なんかこう、そうですね、ホストクラブに来る女の子、キャバ嬢とか風俗
あ
が多いです。
あわかりました
メンズ女っす。メンズエステ。ちょっとエッチなマッサージ。
ちょっとエッチ
But of course, there was no time to waste when shots are on the table. And don't forget, the customer pays
Huh.
for every single drink at a premium. But whilst I was busy
The
destroying
customer
my
pays
body,
for
Reito,
their drinks
not so
too?
much.
僕はこれはレモンティーです。
レモン
はい。
He's drinking lemon tea.
What? 嘘つき裏切り者裏切り者
飲めない。僕お酒飲めないんですよ。
うわすげえ why is he getting his stomach out?
Oh nah.
So he drinks for him and that's why he's blaming him he's fat
彼は中学高校の友達で、ここの首に僕の右腕って意味でこれ右腕って入ってるんですよ。
They're such good friends that he even got a tattoo saying wingman in French on his neck. Before we wrapped up the conversation, the customer did mention something interesting.
ホストあんま興味なくて、多分初回レベルで行く人もいるじゃん。なんかホストでそのなんちゃんとか出てきて、なんかホストでなんか有名な。それを見てたら、たまたまレイト君が初回で出てきて行くようになったから、SNS で見てた。
そうそう、
Oh,
YouTube
that's pretty interesting.
YouTube で。
And so it was time for us to finish our drinks and move to the next customer.
That's a fun first start. I think
This
went
is
pretty
good.
well.
This is
She's definitely a bit nervous at the start. I think she's a bit precarious. But I think we got it going.
She was very
not like we haven't-
outgoing and nice.
I think initially she was like, who's this guy? Oh, he speaks a little bit Japanese. Okay, we'll work it. But you sort of keep that going.
Not necessarily
and
towards
speak
me,
some
it's just
more
like
and find out more about hosts.
Find out more.
The
we do, because
reversal
our next
way is-
customer was
is very
Momo,
interesting.
a regular here at Club Axel. And luckily for me, talking to Momo was a lot easier because of one key difference. She likes anime.
ここみんなアニメ好きだから。
本当に
チープオタク。
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I know damn well about anime. You brought me the perfect girl.
ジョジョと呪術廻戦。
おお、呪術廻戦。
アニメは何好き
ラブライブとかは。
あ、ラブライブもちろん
ラブライブめっちゃ好き。
あ、推しは誰ですか？
推しはね、ニコちゃん。
ニックニックニ
い
ー。
や、もちろん。
ニコニ
音楽、歌好き。
あ、歌めっちゃ好き。
本当に
ゲームめっちゃやってた。
おお、上手
ぼちぼち。嬉しい。
おお、よかった
もう
ね。
ジョジョはね、ジョルノ・ジョバーナしかわかんない。
本当
うん。
このスーツはジョンのジョバーナ。
おお、すごい。
そう
本当だ。
A shout out once again to the JoJo suit for carrying me in life.
いいホストはなりま
Wow.
なんだろう。心遣いとかかな。気遣い。
His suit actually helped him pull.
仲良く なれそう。オタクだから。
優しい優しい
チームオタク。
あ
チームオタク。
チームオタクよろしく
イエーイ。悪い人いない。みんないい人。
よかった
そう。
このクラブは何年ぐらい行きますか？
あ、私
そう
が通ってるの？2年半ぐらい。なんか友達がここに通ってて一緒に行ってみないみたいな。
She spent hella money here.
でみたいな。友達の指名してた人がもう辞めちゃって。なるほど。
なんでこのクラブは好きですか？
なんか私の指名してる人水木レイトって言うんですけど、でなんか一目惚れみたいな感じでずっと。
Love at first sight. Now that's quite a strong statement, yet I can't say I'm surprised given how the business model works. It's easy to walk into a host club for cheap drinks and be surrounded by some handsome guys and pick your favorite to pamper you for the night. And as
You get to
Leto said
pick 'em
before,
too?
a host is also heavily encouraged to keep up relationships with their customers outside of the club. So especially in times when people are less and less interested in the uncertainties of dating, romance as a service starts sounding more and more appealing for young women.
私も緊張してる。めっちゃ緊張してる。
同じやばい
でもめっちゃ楽しい。
本当に？あ、よかった。
So is it that they would rather pay for people to say the right things than to suffer the dating life, like the tribulations of dating?
ぽい。できると思う絶対。
できます？
だってかっこいいよ。
お、優しい。
イケメンイケメン。
全然
Fair.
スーツがめっちゃ似合う。本当に似合う。全然似合う。なんかカラースーツがめっちゃ似合う。
And although the suit was carrying me, nothing could save me from this question.
イギリスだと何が有名？
フィッシュ&チップス。
だよね。
そう、イギリス食べ物全部のフライ。
あ、全部揚げてあるんだイギリス。
そう。
美味しい美味しい。
そう、美味しい。超美味しい。
カロリーが高ければ高いほど美味しい。
いや、そう。
And after
The
I
more
saw
calories the
Roto
taste
came
here.
back to the table, where Kaho asked Momo a question.
レイトさんのどんなところが好きかを教えてもらってもいいですか？顔。はい。顔ね。
I don't like that. I don't like that.
And right before we were about to finish up at this table, I guess because we had cameras, they wanted to show off some of their very expensive vodka.
What the?
すごい。
What is this?
What the hell is that?
何それ?
This is the Imperial Collection vodka.
What the hell? It's like all bedazzled and all
Setting
that.
back a couple of $1,000s. However, in this host club, it costs
これ総額だと1000万近いっす。
what? Huh? And as it turns out, that's just one of the many
Hey, how much is that going for in America?
items clients
Double?
can buy to support their hosts. There are tons of decorative bottles, custom champagnes, champagne
the
towels,
hell?
and champagne cores to choose from that can get ridiculously expensive. Needless to say, I was terrified to touch or go near these items as I did not want that bill.
Every part of my British ancestry is telling me to take this back home to a museum right now. このお酒、美味しい?
いや飲んだことないっすね僕は。
Oh my gosh.
オーマイガッシュって言った。ネイティブネイティブ。
いや、イギリス人です。
Native.
また貴重なもの見せていただいてありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。じゃあ、
ありがとうございます。
お邪魔しました。
That was lucky. That was good. There was an anime. There was a common connection there. I can talk for hours. How am I doing so far?
I think it's going great, and customers are so welcoming and great.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
One thing I've learned is that if you speak even a little bit of Japanese, it goes a long way.
Right? Like they really appreciate that you're trying.
All right. Next up, we're going to drink with a half British host.
That's right, at this host club there is a half British, half Japanese man named Furan. And drinking with him is Maya, a more casual host club customer.
Why is there so many? Is this how many you drink in one night?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's
I drink more than this.
no, you don't. No, you don't. That's a lie. Bye.
Wow, he can really hold this shit.
似合ってるねスーツとかね。
似合ってる。
Oh, 優しい。この
Have you
スーツは
tried these? Are these
ア
strong?
ニメのスーツ。
アニメの。
そう、ジョジョ。ジョジョ。そう。
One thing that I've learned in life is that you need to own a JoJo suit. It is the ultimate icebreaker.
このクラブは何年ぐらい行きますか？
トータルで言ったら半年以上、半年ぐらい。
I also wanted to know how she found out about the club.
あ、それこそ
Damn.
YouTube。
And he says he be drinking hell of
ある
them?
んですけど。
They're like four locos?
あれ本当にもう恥ずかしいあれ。
In the video that I saw, he was
Yeah.
pretending he could only speak English.
How did that go?
Some girls came
Wait,
and
but
I was
like-
speaking in Japanese then 日本語喋れるの当たり前やろね
だから初回で来て
Are they bad for you?
多分初回ついてくれた
Like for
時
locals?
にあ見たことあると思って喋れないと思ってきたら
Okay.
ペラッペラあれみたいなしかも博多弁みたいな
How many would you drink in a night if you had to guess?
I think I can drink 24
No.
Imagine drinking 24 locos.
You don't. You would be dead.
afterwards
お腹持つのやめ
go
な
and drink
No. I'm getting hungover looking at all this. Yeah. イギリスは行ったことがありますか？
ないです日本から出て
Wow.
本当に？
イギリス行かんとね
イギリス行く。
めっちゃ行ってみたい
イギリスで何したらいいかっていうの気になるけどね
確かに何したらいい
That is a question that scientists are still struggling to answer.
フットボール
Yeah, football.
アストンビラを見に行く
アストンビラとお酒。パブは行きます。
でもスコーン食べたい
スコーン美味しい。超美味しい。
ちなみにホストクラブは他のところにも行ったりされてますか？
行ってないです
でなお、she's loyal to this place.
Oh, okay.
If I wanted to become a good host, how do I get better?
女の子とちゃんと向き合うことお金として見るんじゃなくて一人の人として見ることが結局長続きすると思う
なるほど。
Just be a good human. They'll spend more money.
Yeah. How much would one of these cost a customer?
2 cans about 3,000 yen
So these 2 cans that you could buy from a convenience store for $1 are $15 here. Obviously, that giant markup
Yeah.
is why host clubs are so lucrative.
the girls pay a lot of money to see us so we have to be
Charming, yeah.
Right, hospitality. You
Yeah.
have to stay back.
一回みんなで飲もうか
Cheers, goodbye.
Should they be talking about this in front of the
Very
customer?
fast. I don't really get a moment to process
client?
anything. It's kind of like, hey, go here, go here, go here. But they just told me they were going to be doing a champagne call, which I do remember last time. But I wonder if it's different because last time they just waterboarded me with champagne. I wonder if it's going to be the same thing. But they keep asking me if I'm okay, which I don't know what that means. Should I not be okay? Did they poison me? We'll find out. It's so tough. I'm also like trying to do my job as a host good to try and earn their trust, but also I'm trying to ask you questions. But it's hard because everyone's very reserved, and I'm trying to crack people open a little bit. But we'll get there. We're getting some good questions in. It's all about just building a bit of rapport.
First time?
Ultimately, I'm there to support the host. You know, I'm not there to be the star.
Yeah.
And whilst I was busy recovering from the copious amounts of alcohol I've had so far, Baran came to talk
His
to me.
ears are hella
What are you
red.
here for? How long have you
Dude,
been
look at his
working
ears.
My best friend used to work here.
And he was like, hey, you'll make a ton of money, come.
He was asking me,
Really?
you should do it. You can do it.
I mean, you seem like a natural. How do you like get that relationship going?
If they come to the host club,
Yeah.
just that time together, then they won't come back again.
a pretty
So
boy
we have
job,
to
huh?
Keep in touch.
So you like get their line or something and you
Yeah,
text?
yeah.
How many dates do you go on like a week, do you think?
Everybody they do it.
Every day? Wow. Do you ever get bored? Or is it like autopilot? You're like, oh, it's another date, I
Get
don't.
bored. You want to stay home?
Yeah. You have to pay for everything, right? Yeah, because then they pay at
They
the club.
pay here.
I would take them to
'cause-
Torikizoku.
I mean, you pay for
really
the
cheap
day, so then
night.
that will come back.
They
Right?
do?
Sometimes
It makes sense. It makes
we don't
sense.
have to go to a posh restaurant.
Okay. Posh. That's such a British word. That's such a British word. We'll hang out more. We'll hang out. I'll come to the club more. I'll be like, I'll just talk.
We should go get a drink after.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. That'd be fun. Let's do it. I'd love to.
Let's go
Cheers,
drink
cheers.
after drinking so fucking much right
How am I
now.
doing good?
He has been telling me that you're being so good. So
Really?
good. So good.
But before I knew it, it was time for a champagne call. If you watched the previous video, you might have seen it's a little hectic. Now, if you thought those cheap convenience store drinks were marked up, just wait until you hear how much the champagne costs.
最低で日本円で12万くらい
Oh.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's like the lowest though.
一番高いは、いくらですか？
一番高いも無限
There's
As much as you want to go. Okay. What's the most expensive champagne tower or champagne thing you've seen?
2000万.
What? That is 130,000
Yeah!
US dollars. I'm in the wrong job. But before we knew it,
my
it was
God.
time.
Oh my god. Hey, what's the fattest tab you've seen? What's the fattest tab you've seen? That was 130?
Oh my god. Hey!
145?
Oh my god.
I have
Damn.
zero idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And for some reason, they
God
decided to
damn,
give
who the
me
hell spent
mic.
145, bruh?
お酒飲みましょうか?
Hey, who spent 145, bruh? Oh.
シャンパンありがとうございます本当に Thank you very much. 僕のお姫様は、先月が200、200、150をね、こう1ヶ月コンスタントに使っていただいて、200万、200万、150万という大きな数字をね、
Ongoing
連続で
record?
こう使ってくれてるんで、本当に感謝してます。
Yes, you read that correctly. This customer spent between $12,000 and $16,000 last month at the club. And although I obviously can't explain this fully in a very short amount of time,
What
a lot
the
of customers
fuck?
really do give everything they have to the hosts. Even though minutes before this they were talking with another customer, and we'll talk to another customer right after this. It's something that is just such a foreign concept to us in the Western world.
イギリスの女性の方、もし僕を見て、よかったなと。思いましたらぜひクラブアクセルの水木レートに来ていただければ。
え、何？
Oh my god. Oh nah, I'm fucked.
ありがとうございます。I'm sweating.
I knew it. I was about to say that.
There's a lot of energy.
He looks like
They were
he's
shouting
sweating,
in my
dude.
face, I was about to cry. But then I realized, oh no way, I get to drink alcohol. This is great. It is crazy to think that that person spent $10,000 for what was probably my nightmare. 20 dudes pressure me into saying something and drinking champagne. I just can't fathom having that much money and spending it on this.
You spend a lot on crane games, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you're not the one to judge. Come on.
I think overall I've spent like double that on crane games.
And because we happened to be filming this video on the last day of the month, we were fortunate enough to see the earnings call. Another unusual aspect of host clubs is that at the end of the month, they tally up all of the earnings of the hosts and rank the top 5. Publicly.
What the
Before
fuck?
they announced it, they had another champagne call, and there was a bit of an interesting gimmick at the club.
That's
where every
crazy.
single champagne call would go up in cost until the ranking was announced, basically encouraging the customers, if they wanted their host to go up in the ranking, to give more money. A lot of the time, the hosts tell the customers that their dream is to go up in the rankings or to be a more successful host, and the customers can do that by buying a more expensive champagne
I was
call.
thinking that.
And this
I was
champagne
thinking
call
that.
was very long.
That was like 20 minutes.
Like
more people showed up to that
the people can kind of like choose. The people kind of choose who's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Because they can always see who's at the rankings, and then they're like, you know, I'm not fucking with that guy. You know, I don't think he should be above that guy. So let me buy this dude a bottle or whatever.
Of course, Reito, our #1 host, continued to be the #1 host, to nobody's surprise. And for some reason, they decided I would award him the trophy.
I'm here to award the #1 host. Spoiler alert, it's not me.
Wait, you get the award every month? I wonder if you got haters.
And I don't know why, but they shoved a microphone in my face again.
Oh, no. お酒大好き行きましょう。飲みましょうか。
And after the show was all said and done, it was time for the store to start closing, where we got the chance to ask Reito a few more questions.
ホストクラブって1時で終わるところが多いんですか？
そうです。基本的にはもう1時です。
なんで一時？
国のルールというか、結構厳しいなルールで。
Reito mentioned something
If they
really
could stay
interesting.
open longer,
Things
they
are
would.
A little strange, because hostess clubs, which is guys paying to talk to girls, can be open until any hour they please, but host clubs, where girls have to pay to talk to guys, have to close at 1.
Yo, that's hoeing. They're hoeing women's money.
If
I
you
mean-
do wanna learn
I mean,
way
men's
more
money.
about host clubs in depth,
Just kidding.
there's a fantastic video called The Dark Reality of Japanese Host Clubs that I highly recommend watching. Link in the description down below.
Do any of the other customers ever get jealous if you spend more time with another customer?
めちゃめちゃあります。
本当に？
Yeah, they use the jealousy to make the customers spend more money. Great for business, but maybe not so good for humanity.
いろんなビジネスに使えるんですよ。ホストクラブのやり方っていうのは。
面白い。
ホストの方引退の時期って大体決まってるのかな？
いや、大体30ぐらいじゃないですかね。でも。
早いですね。
Indeed, this is not a long-term profession. Hosts know that in this industry where looking young is invaluable, your body might not be a big fan of smashing 24 cans of beer a night, which is why most hosts will treat their jobs as stepping stones for their future careers.
Did you ever want to do another job before you found hosting?
不動産とかやりたい。
不動産？
リアステート
不動産なんかホストと似てるのかなと思ったりとかして。
I guess you're selling different things. Land yourself.
Land yourself.
ありがとうございます。 But it is kind of sad hearing them be like, yeah, we kind of weaponize jealousy. We use that to get more money.
It was interesting. A lot of them found the hosts like on YouTube, like social media.
Everyone we spoke to said they found them through social media, which is different from how when I first came to the host club, it was mainly about offering nomi hodai for like an hour. You know, getting all the people, customers in. Now it doesn't seem that way. It seems more like the customers are coming in because they've seen it on social media.
Oh, I saw you on YouTube. I want to see him in person.
Yeah, the business model has shifted and adapted.
So
it's very
it's
interesting.
gonna be really good for you.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I'm not really sure
that's
how to
kinda
end this
crazy.
video. Host clubs are a bit of a weird spot in Japan's culture, and after filming at this host club, I really had a fun time, but
I was a little
still left
a
feeling
bit speechless
slightly
during
somber
this
about
video.
them. It is no
I
hidden
didn't-
secret
I
that
didn't know what
Japan's
to
newer
say.
generations have been struggling with
It's
intimacy
so-
and
it's
relationships
such a, like,
in general,
an odd
owed in part to societal
gray area
pressures
topic.
and a focus on education.
I mean,
and
obviously
careers.
making
Host clubs
money,
feel like
you know?
such a prime example of how Japan decides to offer a band-aid solution to a bigger festering issue. Being there
It's
in the
very
host club,
interesting
it is
though, like,
honestly easy
they
to succumb
they
to
have
the
a
energy.
mandate
It's
on 1
intoxicating.
a.m.
Drinks are flowing and the conversations are non-stop. But I just can't help but feel heavy-hearted knowing it all means nothing. None of the relationships are real. None of the personalities are real.
Right.
None of the words said mean anything. It's a fleeting moment of
Yeah.
joy that comes with a big financial burden for customers. And so at best, I think that host clubs can be a harmless night out of fun. And at their worst, the dark side of Japan, with long-lasting consequences for customers who dedicate their time and money to those who see them as nothing more than a customer.
You don't fuck with their line of work, huh?
And so I'm just left feeling that Oran High School Host Club lied to me constantly. This is nothing like a host club.
Let me know what you guys think down below. If you would go to a host club, or if you would ever go to a host club. I don't think I can do it. Maybe.